served with or commanded every major American military figure in the first half-century of the American Army's existence, from the Revolution to the War of 1812, betraying each one in turn when a better opportunity arose for wealth or advancement. Throughout his career he consistently sought intrigue and avoided combat, and every major military campaign he commanded ended in disaster or defeat. He remains the highest-ranking federal official ever charged with being an agent of a foreign government, and was one of the best-paid spies in American history, earning in today's value over $1 million in payments from Spain. As the commanding general of the U.S. Army, he betrayed the Lewis and Clark expedition to his Spanish masters, providing the Spanish with information that could have allowed them to kill or capture the expedition. He worked for President Thomas Jefferson and at the same time conspired with Jefferson's enemy, Aaron Burr, in a conspiracy against Jefferson and the American government. True to form, he eventually betrayed Burr to Jefferson and served as Jefferson's chief witness in the treason trials against Burr. One of the enduring mysteries of the history of the new republic is how Wilkinson could remain in command of the Army for more than 15 years. His paid relationship with the Spanish government was widely suspected by numerous public officials and repeatedly reported in press articles throughout his service as a general officer. Many future leaders, such as Andrew Jackson and Winfield Scott, widely and publicly denounced him. Prior to his election as president, James Monroe stated to Thomas Jefferson that he would rather be shot than take a government position where he would have to serve under Wilkinson's orders. Numerous congressional investigations and military justice proceedings widely documented his improper relationship with Spain, as well as his responsibility for causing, through peacetime incompetence and neglect, the loss of over 1/4 of the American Army by death and desertion. Furthermore, Wilkinson's military combat record was deplorable. He regularly avoided combat, except to duel with personal enemies and former commanders. There are only 2 recorded campaigns where he actually commanded federal troops in combat. In one, he actively sought to undercut his commander so that he could replace him. In the other, he was soundly and repeatedly defeated by inferior Canadian forces, resulting once again in his relief from command and court-martial. Since his death, Wilkinson has been dismissed by most historians as an inept and blusterous buffoon. Yet, while many have condemned him, most have not sought to assess the true damage he caused to American interests through military incompetence, greed, or deliberate treachery. And despite their dismissal of Wilkinson's actions, many historians have relied on Wilkinson's memoirs as a reliable source of early Republic military history, at least regarding historic events where neither Wilkinson nor an enemy is a central player in the narrative. Given Wilkinson's proven propensity for overstatement, misrepresentation, and forgery, any historical reliance on Wilkinson's recollections is misplaced unless facts can be independently verified through other sources. This biography is the first examination of Wilkinson's life to focus on the instability and unwillingness of the federal government to investigate criminal misconduct committed by a senior federal official. The investigations of Wilkinson resulted in the first judicial examination of concepts such as executive privilege and the role of the president in criminal investigations. As demonstrated by our nation's response to the events surrounding the January 6, 2021 attack on the U.S. Capitol building, the federal government is still struggling to determine the appropriate manner for investigating senior official misconduct. The tools that are available to us today, congressional oversight and the criminal justice system, proved to be inadequate to find and address Wilkinson's misdeeds. An understanding of why they failed can provide a valuable insight into their effectiveness today. Despite a pattern of treason, betrayal, and incompetence, Wilkinson was repeatedly chosen by Washington, Adams, Hamilton, Jefferson, and Madison to remain in command of the American Army. Some, such as Washington, Adams, and Hamilton, likely selected and retained